Hello grade 8 children. Today I am here with another new topic. We'll see what's the topic about. You have done numbers 2 plus 3.5 minus 5. Or you have done 0.3 plus 0.5. So all these are with numbers. So we call this is number theory. Then you have done straight lines, circles, squares, parallel lines, and angles. All are these geometry. What about letters? What are these? 2x plus 3, y minus 5 plus 3x. Letters and numbers combination, we call that algebra. So today we are doing about algebra. So what's the topic? Chapter 5, algebraic expression. So we'll find out what are the terms involved in this unit and what are the concepts. Look at this one. The price of a coconut is 48 rupees. The distance from Colombo to Galle is 100 kilometers. There are 31 days in the month of January. Ravindu gets 80 points in mathematics course. So what are these? 48, 100, 31, 80. What are those? Those are numbers. If I ask you a question, what's the height of a student in grade 8 class? So we can't give a specific value. Usually the height of the students in the class will be different from one another. So therefore, we need to define a term called variable. So what's variable? Changing values of height as it is not a fixed number. So when you don't get a fixed number, when the value is changing, we call those are variables. We use algebraic terms or expressions to denote changing values. So we'll take height as a letter. So we use algebraic expression like x to denote changing values, any letter. This one, profit varies from one day to another day. From Nima's three-wheeler. So it's changing all the time. It can be named as, I'll put A, receipt A. So what's A? It's a variable because it's changing all the time. This one, radius of 3 circles are 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters and 5 centimeters respectively. When we consider radius of the circle, we can take this one as r. That's a variable. We can use a letter. So what's the r value? We can write r equals 3 centimeters, r equals 4 centimeters and r equals 5 centimeters. So what's the variable there? R, that's the radius of the circle. This one, Siridasa buys certain number of string hoppers to sell in his boutique every day. If we do not know the number exactly, can show it as another variable. We'll take simple B, where B is an unknown set. We don't know exactly the amount of string hoppers that Siridasa buys. Look at this one. In the figure above shows 3 containers of the same size. All 3 containers contain an equal amount of liquid. It can be considered as what? You can use another letter, H, because it is an unknown constant, because we don't know exactly what the water level is. So here what's the variable? H, height of water. So lowercase letters such as A, B, C, or you can put X, Y, Z. So any simple lowercase letters we can use to represent variables. So it can be an unknown constant or a variable. Look at this one. The daily income of Pujita's fruit shop can be stated as X. So what is X there? Daily income. He saved his income by 2000 rupees a day. Find the remaining amount of money. What's the total income? X. He is saving 2000 rupees each day. So what's the remaining amount? You can write in terms of X. X is the total value, daily income, subtract 2000. So the remaining amount is X minus 2000. So this is an algebraic expression. So what are the terms? Terms in this algebraic expression? We can write X and 2000. So those are called terms of algebraic expression. So what are the terms you learn now? You learned about variable, and we can use simple letters for variables. And the next term is terms of an algebraic expression. Look at this one. The price of a coconut is X rupees. The price of 8 coconuts. So what you do? We have to multiply by 8. So 1 coconut is X and multiplied by 8. So what's the value? You get 8x rupees. So what are the terms? You can say 8x is an algebraic term. And the number in front of the letter, here X is the variable, the number in front of the letter is called coefficient. So what's the coefficient in this term? 8. 8 is the coefficient of the algebraic term. We learned about variables, terms, and coefficient. Now look at this one, combination of algebraic terms. 5x plus 3y minus 4z. That's called algebraic expression. So what are these? 5x, 3y minus 4y are the algebraic terms. And what about this one? The number in front of the letter. What do you call that? Coefficients. So coefficients and terms. The width of the rectangle is x. Its length is 7. Its length is 7 meters more than the width. Write the algebraic expression for the length. So how can we write down length? 7 more than that. X more. More means in maths plus addition. X plus 7 is the length. So what's the algebraic expression for length? X plus 7. If the length of the rectangle is y, Now they have given this one is y. If this one is y, write down the algebraic expression for width. We know the width is 7 meters less than the length. So we can write y minus 7. If you take length as y, that's y minus 7 is the width. The price of a pen is x rupees. The cost of a pencil is y rupees. The price of a book is 0 rupees. So what about price of 3 pens? 1 is x and 3 you have to multiply by 3. 3x. 3 times x, you don't need to write down the multiplication sign. You can write 3x. Price of 4 pencils. 1 pencil is y. 4 pencils, 4y. Price of 7 books. 1 book is 0 rupees. 7 books, 7z. Give the cost of buying all the above in the form of an algebraic expression. So the total cost, we can add it together. 3x plus 4y plus 7c. That's an algebraic expression. Write the terms of this algebraic expression. So you have given an algebraic expression. What are the terms? 3x, 4y and 7z. Coefficient of 3x. We know what is coefficient means, the number in front of the letter. That's 3. Coefficient of 4y, what's the number in front? That's 4. Coefficient of 7z, 7 is the coefficient there. Build algebraic expression for the following statements. We'll try to write in terms of letters. You can take these letters given. Add 7 to the double of x. What is double means? 2 times x. So adding 7 to double of x means 2x. 2x plus 7. Subtract 6 from the 3 times of x. What is 3 times means? 3x. 3x and you have to subtract 6. Subtract 3 from the sum of x and y. Sum of x and y means the addition, x plus y. And subtract 3. Divide x by y. How will you divide? We can write x over y. Divide x by y and subtract from 7. So that answer you have to subtract from 7. That means 7 minus. So we'll write 7 minus x over y. Not x over y minus 7, because from 7 you have to subtract this amount. Divide the multiplication of a and b. Multiplication of a and b by 3 means ab divide by 3. Divide the multiplication of a and b by 3 and subtract from 10. From 10 means 10 minus this value. Fill in the gaps in the following table. Algebraic expressions are there, algebraic terms. So you have to write down only algebraic terms. So what are the algebraic terms? 7x and 3y. What's the coefficient? 7 and 3. What are the algebraic terms here? 6a and 3b. Here you don't write down these constants. Algebraic terms means only terms with letters. What are the coefficients? 6 and 3. Here x and y. Coefficients are 1 and 1. In this one, 3a. Coefficient is This one minus 3x and 7y. Coefficients are minus 3 here and 7. This one you get a fraction. But here this is an algebraic term, 2x over 3. You can write x in the numerator. And 3y over 5 also an algebraic term. Then what's the coefficient? You have to take the whole thing. The fraction 2/3 and 3/5. This one, this is an algebraic term, 5x over 7 and minus 2y over 3. So what's the coefficient there? 5 over 7 is the coefficient of x term and minus 2/3 is the coefficient of y term. Look at this question. The cost of an orange is x rupees. The cost of an apple is y rupees. The cost of a mango is z rupees. Build algebraic expressions for the following. Price of 2 oranges and 5 mangoes. Oranges is x. So 2x plus, because this is both together, 5 mangoes. 1 mango is z, 5 mangoes, 5z. Price of 2 mangoes and 7 apples. 2 mangoes is 2z and 7 apples. Apple is y rupee, so 7y. Cost of 6 oranges and 8 apples. 6 oranges. 1 orange is x, so 6x. And 8 apples. 1 apple is y, that's 8y. Price of 5 oranges, 7 apples and 3 mangoes. 5 oranges, that's 5x. 7 apples, 7y. Then 3 mangoes, 3z. Question number 5. Cost of 1 orange, 1 apple and 2 mangoes. 1 apple is y and 1 orange is x and 2 mangoes 2z. So you get 2z here. Look at this one. Write down the algebraic expression for the total cost to buy 3 kilos of sugar, 2 kilos of dal and 5 kilos of flour, where 1 kilo of each product is A rupees, B rupees and C rupees respectively. So what are the values? Total cost we need 3 kilos of sugar. So sugar is A, so 3A. 5 kilos, then 2 kilos of dal. Dal is B rupees, 2B. And 5 kilos of flour, flour is C rupees, so 5C. Next one. 1 kilo of red dal is X rupees and 1 kilo of yellow dal is Y rupees. Write down an algebraic expression for the extra amount spent for buying 5 kilos of yellow dal than 3 kilos of red dal. That means the price is high when you buy 5 kilos of yellow dal. So what's the difference? 5 kilos of yellow dal. Yellow one is Y rupees. 5y minus 3 kilos of red dal. Red dal is X rupees per kilo. So 3x. So the difference is this value. The capacity of a bucket A is m liters and bucket B is n liters. You need to use 12 buckets of A and 8 buckets of B at once to fill a tank. What is the capacity of the tank? So What's the total amount of A buckets? Here 12 A buckets. So M liters are there, so 12 M. Then what about from B buckets? So need 8 buckets of B. Each bucket contains N liters. So 8 N. So the capacity of the tank is 12 M plus 8 N. The father's age in one of the family is A years. The age of the mother is B years. The daughter's age is C years. Give the sum of ages of the father and mother in the form of an algebraic expression. Father's age is A, mother's age is B. So the total is A plus B. Give the sum of the age of the mother and daughter in the form of an algebraic expression. Mother's age is B, daughter's age is C. The total of the ages of the father, mother and daughter, all three of them, A plus B plus C. Write the sum of the total age of the three above after 10 years in the form of an algebraic expression. So we have to add 10 for each value. 10 and 10 and 10 for all three people. That means 30. So the total value is A plus B plus C plus 30. So after 10 years, this is the total value. Manufacturer spent X rupees to make a table. The manufacturer made a profit of twice as much as the cost price and sold it to a retailer. The retailer sold it to the consumer with a profit of Y rupees. Write the profit of the manufacturer in the form of an algebraic expression. So how can you write down an algebraic expression? Manufacturer spent X to make a table. That's the cost value. The manufacturer made a profit of twice as much as the cost price. So what's the profit? 2x. So write the profit of the manufacturer in the form of an algebraic expression. So that's 2x. Give the selling price of the table by the manufacturer in the form of an algebraic expression. So the profit is 2x and the cost price is x. So what's the selling price? X plus 2x. When you add it, that's 3x. So that's the selling price. Write the selling price of the retailer to the consumer in the form of an algebraic expression. Now, the retailer sold it to the consumer with a profit of Y rupees. So this is the price this retailer bought, that means 3x, and he keeps Y rupee profit. So you have to add Y. So this is the selling price of the retailer to the consumer. The shape shown in the above is a square and a rectangle made out of matchsticks. Give the perimeter of the square in the form of an algebraic expression. One side is given x. 4 sides are there, x plus x plus x plus x. What's the perimeter? 4x. Give the perimeter of the rectangle in the form of an algebraic expression. How you find out the perimeter? You have to add all these lengths. So A plus 2B plus A plus 2B. A and A, you are getting 2A. 2B and 2B when you add, 2 plus 2, 4. That's 4B. Give the full length of the matchsticks used to construct the above images in the form of an algebraic expression. So, total length. So, length for the square is 4x and length for this one is 2a plus 4b. Subtract the total length of the matchsticks used to make the square from the total length of the matchsticks used to make the rectangle in an algebraic expression. So you have to subtract the length of matchsticks used to make the square from this one. So what's the total here? 2a plus 4b, and subtract the length for this one, that's 4x. Look at this one. Give the perimeter of the equilateral triangle in the form of an algebraic expression. Equilateral means all sides are equal. A and A and A. What's the perimeter? 3a. Write the perimeter of the right angular triangle in the form of an algebraic expression. So just add all the lengths together. We'll do that. X plus 2 plus x plus 1. Now you can simplify. Like terms you can add x, 3x, 2 and 1, that's 3. Write the total perimeter of the above diagrams in the form of an algebraic expression. So this is the perimeter of the right angular triangle and this is the perimeter for the equilateral triangle. So add it together. 3a plus 3x plus 3. Multiplying an algebraic expression by a number. So we'll see how we can multiply algebraic expression by a number. Width of the rectangle is x. This is the width and the length is y. Determine the perimeter of the rectangle. X plus y plus x plus y. So you can write down 2 times x plus y, or x plus, I'll write separately, x plus y, x plus y. When you simplify, you get 2x and 2y. Now I want to just separate these two parts, this part separately and this part separately. What's the length of this part? When you separate this, what's the length of this one? X plus y. You get the same length here, x plus y. So double of this, x plus y. So length of one part is x plus y. Length of two parts you multiply by 2. So 2 times x plus y. But we took the same diagram, finding perimeter fully and taking separately, you have to get the same answer. So in both methods, the perimeter of the same figure is equal. So we can write down 2x plus y is equal to 2x plus 2y. Now look at this one. When there's a number in front, you are multiplying both these x terms by 2. So when x plus y is multiplied by 2, both the terms x and y multiplied by 2. So now we observe when there's a number in front of an algebraic expression, you have to multiply all terms with that number. A box contains A red glass balls and B blue glass balls. Determine the total number of glass balls in such 5 boxes. Number of total glass balls in a box. What's that? A plus B. Number of total glass balls in 5 boxes, you have to multiply 5 times A plus B. Then number of red colored balls in a box. Separately, there are A red color glass balls. So number of red color balls in a box is A. number of red glass balls in 5 boxes, that's 5A multiplied by 5. If you take separately blue ones, how many blue ones are there? B blue ones. For 5 boxes, you get 5B blue ones in 5 boxes. So what can you say about this one? The total. The total is, now you can write total is 5A plus 5B. The answer received in either of the two methods should be equal. So in this case, 5 times A plus B is equal to 5A plus 5B. Now look at this one. When you multiply by the constant each term, you get this one. Remove the brackets of the following algebraic expressions. Now we can use that knowledge you gained from the previous two questions. There's a number in front. This is A minus B is the algebraic expression. So what you do, multiply the first term as shown by the first arrow. So this is the first arrow. Multiply this value here. 3 times A, 3A. And then multiply the second term as shown by the second arrow. I'll put numbers. This is 1, red 1. Pink one is 1 and the other color I'll take blue. So this one, multiply this one, that's 2. 3 times minus B minus 3B. Now we'll follow that, multiply and give me the answer. This one with this, you get 5x. This one with this, 5 times minus y minus 5y. Now try first this one. 7 times m, 7m. Then this one. 7 times n plus 7n. 10 times p, 10p plus 10 times q, 10q. Here the arrows are used to show the order to multiply. So here always first one, we can take first one and this is the second one. Remove the brackets using arrows now. Now you can do that. When there's a number in front of the algebraic expression, you have to multiply all terms in the algebraic expression inside the bracket by the outside number. This with this, this with this. 3 into x, 3x. 3 into 2y plus 6y. Now do this one. 7 into a, 7a. 7 into minus 4b. That means minus 28b. 11 times 2, 22m. 11 times n, 11n. 4 times 3p, 4 times 3, 12p. 4 times minus 2q. So that's minus 8q. This one, 6 times x, 6x. 6 times minus 11y minus 66y. 8 times 3, 24h. 8 times k, 8k. Now look at this one, you get 3 terms, but same thing, you have to multiply each and every term by the outside number. This one, 3 times 5a, 15a. 3 times 2b, 6b. 3 times c plus 3c. Now do that. 4 times x, 4x. 4 times minus y minus 4y. 4 times 7, that's plus 28. 8 times 2, 16a. 8 times 7, 56b. 8 times c, that's 8c. Look at this one. 2 times x, 2x. 2 times minus 7y minus 14y. 2 times 3z, 6z. 4 times p, 4p. 4 times minus 3q, minus 12q. 4 times 2r, 8r. 11 times m, 11m. 11 times 3n, 33n. 11 times 2, 11 times 2, 22 with L, 22L. Multiplying an algebraic expression by a negative number. So now there's a negative number in front. So we'll practice first with negative. Minus 3 times a, minus 3. Minus 3 times b, minus 3b. Negative into positive, always you get a negative answer. Negative 5 times x, negative 5x. Negative 5 into negative y. Now, negative into negative, positive, plus 5y. Minus 1 into 3a, minus 3a. Minus 1 into minus 2b, plus 2b. Minus into plus, minus, and here 5 times 2, 10. 2 times 2, 4, that's plus because minus into minus plus and you get b here. 2 times 7, here minus into plus minus 14c. Now you know how to multiply. So plus into plus plus, plus into minus minus, minus into plus minus, and minus into minus plus. Now we'll remove the brackets. So you need to first multiply the first one with this number, minus 3a, minus 3 times b, minus 3b. Minus 5x and here. So minus 5x, minus 5 minus y, you get plus 5y. We did that. Minus 3a and here minus 3a. You get here minus nothing means 1. So this is like 1. Minus 1 into 3a, minus 3a. Minus 1 into minus 2b, that's plus 2b. This one. This one. Minus 2 times 3a, what's the value? Minus 2 times 3a minus 6a. This one, minus 2 minus 2b plus 4b. And here, minus 2 times 7. You get minus 14c. Remove the brackets now. So use arrows to multiply. Minus 3x minus minus plus 6y. This one, when you multiply, minus minus plus 3 times 2, 6. Minus 3 times minus 7 plus 21y. This one you have to multiply all 3 terms. Minus 5a, minus minus plus. 5 times 4, 20. Get b. Here minus 5 times c, minus 5c. This one, multiply. Minus 8 times a, minus 8a, minus 8, minus 7b multiplication, plus 56. 8 times 7, 56b. Question number 5. Minus 7 into minus x plus 7x. Minus 7 into 2y minus 14y. y. Minus 7 into minus z plus 7z. Here, minus 11 times 2x, minus 22x. Minus 11 times minus 3 plus 33y. Here, do all these multiplications. Try. 4 times x, 4x. 4 times minus 7y minus 28y. 4 times 5, 20. Minus 3 times a minus 3a. Minus minus plus 21b. Minus into plus minus 24c. Here, minus 11 times 2 minus 22x. Here, minus minus plus 11 times 3 plus 33y. Here, you get minus 22. This one, multiply. Minus 6 times 2 minus 12m. Minus 6 minus 7 plus 42n. And minus 6 and minus 5 plus 30. This one, minus 10 into minus 3 plus 30. Minus 10 times 2b minus 20b. And minus 10 times c minus 10c. What about this one? Minus 4 times 3h minus 12h. Minus 4 times minus 4 plus 16k. Minus 4 times minus 4 plus 16. Now we'll do multiplying an algebraic term by another algebraic term. Earlier we multiplied by a constant. Now multiplying by an algebraic term. 3x and 4y. How we multiply? 3x times 4y. So what we do, we multiply the numbers first. 3 times 4, 12. And then x and y. So without writing, we can write, without writing multiplication sign, 12x, y. This one, multiplication, 7b into 4a. We can multiply separately the number, 7 times 4 and then ba. 7 times 4, 28, ba. It is better to write down the letters in order. 28 AB. But this is not wrong. BA is okay, but it's better. It is good to write the letters in English at alphabetical order. This one, minus 3y minus 5x. So we can multiply minus 3 and minus 5 first. And then y and x. Minus 3 times minus 5 plus 15 yx. You can write 15xy. 2a times 7b. Now we'll multiply at once. 2 times 7, 14. A into b, ab. You can write at once. 3x into 5y, 3 times 5, 15. X into y, x, y. Now there's a bracket, minus sign. Minus 7 times 3, minus 21, a times b, a, b. This one, 5 times minus 3, minus 15. M times n, mn. Here, minus 4 times minus 3 plus 12. A and b, you can write ab. 4 times minus 7 minus 28. y into x, yx, or what's the better one? xy. Multiplication of an algebraic expression by an algebraic term. Find the area of the following two rectangles separately. So what's the area of the rectangle? This one is length into breadth or length into width. So area of the rectangle is A times x. So what's that? AX. What's the area of the other rectangle? Length is B, width or breadth is x. B times x, Bx. Sum of areas, you can just add it. AX plus BX. Now when you combine the two rectangles now, you are getting a big rectangle. Two rectangles are merged in the above diagram. What's the length of this rectangle? Length is A here, B here, A plus B. What's the area of the rectangle now? Length is A plus B and the width or breadth is x. So x into A plus B. As same rectangles are merged, areas are equal. Now, what's the area we got before? AX plus BX. So we can write AX plus BX is same as x into A plus B. Now, see how you get this one. So when you multiply the expression here, can you see? You get AX plus BX. It is required to multiply all the terms inside brackets given by the outside term. Remove the brackets using arrows. First one is this, second one is this. A into x, AX, A into 2y, 2AY. B into x, BX, B into minus 3y, minus 3by. C into A, CA or AC. C into 7B, 7BC. So here you can write AC as well. AC plus 7BC. When you remove brackets using an arrow, first draw an arrow and write it. Then draw the next arrow and write it. We'll do that separately. X into A, XA or AX. X into minus B, minus BX. X into 2C, 2CX or XC. Y into P, YP. Y into 2Q, minus 2Q, minus 2YQ or QY. Y into R, RY. Now try. A into P, AP. A into 3Q, 3AQ. A into 4R, 4AR. 2A into X, 2AX. Minus 3Y, that is minus 6AY. This one, 3B into M, 3BM. 3B into 4N, 12BN. 5A into 2X, 10AX. 5A into minus 3Y, minus 15AY. Here minus, not minus, 5A into Z, 5az minus 3a into x minus 3ax minus into minus. Now you get plus 6ay plus 6ay. Expand brackets without using arrows. Now we'll do without arrows. 3p into x, 3px. 3p into minus 2y, minus 6py. 4a into 2m, 8am. 4a into minus 3n, minus 12an. This one, minus 4a into x, minus 4ax. Minus 4 times minus 3, 12ay. Minus 11a into 2b, minus 22ab. Minus 11a into minus 3c, you get plus 33ac. This one, 7m into n, 7mn. 7m into 4, 28m. Look at this diagram. Area of the entire rectangle. Length is x, width is a. So what's the area? A times x. Shaded area. Now, can you see this is a square with length a. A into a, or we can write a squared. Area of the unshaded part. So you have to subtract. Total area, that's ax, minus the shaded area, a squared. Sum of two algebraic expressions. When you are adding, you have to consider like terms. So like terms only you can add or subtract. When you consider these two terms, what can you do? You can add a terms with a. 2a and 3a you can add, and then 3b and 5b separately. So what do you get? 5a and 5 plus 3, 8b. At the time of addition or subtraction, you have to add or subtract the like terms. Remove brackets and simplify taking like terms. So first you have to multiply and then simplify. Here without arrows we'll do 2 times x, 2x. 2 times y, 2y. And then you have to add this 3x. So add like terms. 2x and 3x, you get 5x. And 2y, write as it is. Here 5 times a, 5a. 5 times minus b, 5b. And plus 7b is there. 5a you can add separately. Here minus 5 plus 7. What's the value? Plus 2. So take the difference and put the sign of the bigger number. Plus 2. That's b. Here multiply by 4. 8x. 4 times y, 4y. Now what are the like terms? 8x and minus 5x. That's 3x. Plus 4y. Here you have to multiply both these terms. Here 3 times x, 3x. 3 times y, 3y. Here 2 times x, 2x. 2 times y, 2y. Now add the like terms. 3x and 2x, you get 5x. 3y and 2y, you get 5y. Do it separately. 2 times a, 2a. 2 times minus 3b minus 6b. Plus 5 times a, 5a. 5 times 2b, 10b. Now add like terms. 2 and 5, 7. That's 7. Minus 6 and 10. Take the difference. Plus 4b. This one, 7 times 2, 14x. 7 times y, 7y. This one, 3 times x minus 3x and minus 3y. Add the like terms. 14 minus 3, 11x. 7 minus 3 plus 4y. This one, 3 times 2, 6a. 3 times 5, 15b. Plus 7a and 10b. What are the like terms? A terms. 6 plus 7, 13. 15 minus 10 plus 5. So 5b. Minus 5 times 7 minus 35a. Minus 5 times minus 3 plus 15 plus 40a. Now like terms, add 40 minus 35, 5a plus 15. Subtraction of two algebraic expressions, you have to do the same thing. Write the first algebraic expression in brackets, write the second algebraic expression in another brackets, remove both brackets and simplify. 3a, here nothing means just multiply by 1. Here minus is there, so that means this is minus 1. Multiply by minus 1. Minus 1 times a, minus a. Minus 1 times minus 2b, you get plus 2b. Now like terms, add it. 3a and minus a, 2a. 4b plus 2b, you get 6b. This one, subtract this from this. So that means you have to write this one first. 12x plus 7y. So here just multiply by 1. 12x plus 7y. Minus this means open brackets with minus 1. Minus 1 times 7, minus 7x. Minus 1 times minus 2 plus 2y. Like terms, you get 12 minus 7, 5x. 7 plus 2, 9y. Subtract 2x minus 3 from this. So from means first this one. So 6x plus 7. When there's a minus sign, change the sign. Minus 2x and minus minus becomes plus 3. Like term, 6 and minus 2, 4x. 7 plus 3, that's 10. Subtract this value from this. So first you write here. So 3p plus 8q minus, open brackets with minus 1, minus p plus 2q and plus 7r. 3p and minus p, 2p. 8q plus 2q, 10q. And r terms, you get only this one. So that's 7r. Simplify. So that here multiply and first open brackets and then simplify. 4 times a, 4a. 4 times minus 3, minus 12. Minus 2 times a, minus 2a. Minus 2 times minus 7 plus 14. Now like terms, add 4a and minus 2a, 2a. Minus 12 and plus 14, you get plus 2. Open brackets first, 5x minus 5y. Minus 3 times x minus 3x. Minus 3 and minus 2, you get 6y. 5x and 3x, 2x. Minus 5y and plus 6y, you get y. This one has a minus 2 in front. So when you are multiplying, be careful. Minus 2 times 3 minus 6a. Minus 2 and minus plus 4a. Plus times 4a plus 4a. Here you get minus 8b. Add like terms. Minus 6a plus 4a, you get minus 2a. 4b and minus 8b minus 4b. This one, 5p into 2q, 10pq or qp. 5p into 4, 20p. Here, minus 3p into q, minus 3pq. Minus 3p into 2, minus 6p. Now, these are two like terms. 10pq minus 3pq, you get 7pq. 20p minus 6p, you get plus 14p. Substituting the values in the algebraic expression. So now we'll see how we can find out the expression with substituting values. So what's the first one? Determine the value of 5a plus 4 when a equals 3. So substitute a equals 3 there. So what happens? 5 times 3 plus 4. So what's 5 times 3? 15. 15 plus 4, you get 19. Look at this expression. 7a plus 2b. Now you get two letters. So substitute these two values. A equals 3 and b equals 3. So 7a plus 2b is the expression. So we'll substitute 7 times a is 3. 7 times 3 plus 2 times b equals 3. So 7 times 3, 21. 2 times 3, 6. 21 plus 6, 27. Look at this one. Now you get three unknown letters. 5a, 2b, 7c. Values are given. A equals 5, b equals 3 and c equals minus 2. Substitute 5 into a is 5. 2 times 3 and c times minus 2. So minus 7 times minus 2. 5 times 5, 25. Minus 2 times 3, minus 6. And here minus minus becomes positive. 7 times 2 plus 14. Now simplify. 25 minus 6, you get 19. 19 plus 14, 33. Determine the value of the following expressions when x equals 2 and y equals minus 3. We'll substitute 8 times x is 2. Y equals minus 3. 8 times 2, 16. 5 times minus 3, minus 15. 16 minus 15, you get 1. Here, 12 times 2 minus 3 times minus 3. 12 times 2, 24. Minus into minus plus. So 3 times 3, 9. 9 plus 4, 13. So you get 33. Now look at this one. So same values you have to plug. What are the values? X equals 2 and y equals minus 3. 9 into 2 plus xy means x into y. So 2 into minus 3. Y equals minus 3. 9 times 2, 18 minus 6, you get 12. 2 times x, x is 2. 5 times minus 3 plus 11. 2 times 2, 4, minus 15 plus 11. So 4 minus 15, you get minus 11. Minus 11 and plus 11, you get 0. This one, 4 times x, x is 2, 2 times minus 3 plus 8. 4 times 2, 8, minus 6 plus 8. 8 minus 6, 2, 2 plus 8, 10. Here, x is 2, y is minus 3, plus 2 minus 7 times minus 3. 2 times minus 3, minus 6. Here, plus 2 is there already. According to Bodmer's, you have to multiply first. Minus into minus plus 21. Minus 6 plus 2, minus 4. Minus 4 plus 21. You get 17. Determine the value of the following algebraic expressions when a equals 3 and b equals 5. So what you do first? First we'll open brackets and then substitute. 3 times 2, 6. 6a. 3 times 3, you get 9. So 9b. Now substitute after you multiply. Now substitute the value 6 times 3, 9 times 5 because b equals 5 and a equals 3. 6 times 3, 18. 9 times 5, 45. What's the addition? 63. In this one, you have given the same question. We'll try in a different way. Earlier, we multiplied and then simplified. Now, we'll simplify inside brackets and then multiply by 3. So, 3 is there. 2 times a is 3, b equals 5. Now simplify inside. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 5, 15. 3 times 6 plus 15, 21. Now multiply 3 and 21. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. So you are getting the same answer. Get the same answer if simplify inside brackets or without removing brackets. So you can do any method. First you can multiply and simplify and then substitute, or simplify inside the brackets and then multiply by the outside number. Remove the brackets and substitute the values. So first remove the brackets. 7a plus 14b. Substitute the values. 7 times 3 plus 14 times 5. 7 times 3, 21. Here 5 times 4, 20. 5 times 1, 5 and 7. Add it. You get 91. This one, 4 times 3, 12a and 8b. Substitute the values now. 12 times 3 minus 8 times 5. Now simplify. 12 times 3, 36. 8 times 5, 40. 36 minus 40, you get minus 4. Here, 11 times 2, 22a plus 11b. So 22 times a is 3, b equals 5. 66 plus 55. 121. This one, 9 times 3, 27a. 9 times minus 2, 18b. Now multiply. 27 times 3 and 18 times 5. 3 times 7, 21, 2 remaining. 3 times 2, 6 plus 2, 81 minus 5 times 8, 40, 4 remaining. So you get 90. 81 minus 90, you get minus 9. Determine the value when a equals 3, b equals minus 2 and c equals 1. So just substitute the values. 2 times 3, 7 times minus 2. Make sure you put brackets when you get negative numbers. 3 times 1. 6 minus minus plus 14 plus 3. So 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 14, 23. This one, 5 times 3, 2 times minus 2 and 4 into 1. 15 minus 4 plus 4. Minus 4 plus 4 get cancelled out, you get 15. 11 times a equals 3. B equals minus 2 and C equals 1. According to Bodmer's, do the multiplication first. 11 times 3, 33. Minus 2 times minus 2 plus 4 and you get minus 3. 4 minus 3, 1. 33 plus 1, 34. In this one, first simplify and then substitute values of the following algebraic expressions when a equals 5, b equals 3 and c equals minus 2. So you have given this expression. So what you do? First open brackets, 2a, 2b, 3b, 3c. Then what you do? Simplify the terms. Add the like terms. 2a you have to write as it is. 2b and 3b becomes 5b and 3c here. Now substitute the values. A equals 5, b equals 3 and c equals minus 2. 2 times 5, 10. 5 times 3, 15. Minus 6 here. So what you get? 10 minus 6, 4. 4 plus 15, 19. This one, first open brackets, 3a, 3 times minus b, minus 3b. 4 times b, 4b. 4 times c, minus 4c here because there's a negative sign. Now add like terms. 3a you can't simplify. Minus 3 and plus 4, that's plus 1b or b. Minus 4c. Now substitute the values. 3a means multiplication, 3 times a. 3 times 5. b is 3. 4 times minus 2. First multiplication according to Bodmer's. 5 times 3, 15. Minus 4 minus 2 plus 8. So you get 8 plus 3, 11. 11 and 15, you get 26. This one, first open brackets, 3a plus 3b. Here 2b and minus 2c. 5c, 5a. So each one you have to multiply by the outside number. Now like terms. 3a and 5a, 8a. 3b and plus 2b, 5b. Minus 2c and plus 5c plus 3c. Now multiply. 8 times a. What's the value for a? A 5, 3 minus 2. I'll write down here. A equals 5, b equals minus 3, b is 3 and c equals minus 2. C equals minus 2. So a is 5, b 3, c minus 2. 8 times 5, 40. 15 here and minus 6. 15 minus 6, you get 9. 9 plus 40, 49. This one, 7a, 7b minus 7c. And then plus 2a minus 2b minus 2c when you multiply by 2. Add like terms. 7 and plus 2, 9a. 7b and minus 2b plus 5b minus 7 and minus 2 minus 9c. Now multiply. A is 5. B is 3. And C is minus 2. 9 times 5, 45. 5 times 3, 15. And minus minus becomes plus. 9 times 2, 18. Now add all together. 10, 18, 1 remaining, 5, 6, 7. So 78 is the answer. This one you get fractions, but same procedure, just substitute the values. 4 over A, 8 over B, 16 over C. So now substitute A equals 2, so 4 over 2. 8 over B, B is 4. 16 over C, C is 8. Now you have to simplify first. 4 divided by 2, you get 2. 8 divided by 4, you get 2. 16 divided by 8, you get 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6. This one, substitute the values. A equals 2. 2 divided by 2. B is 4. 4 divided by 4. C equals 8. 8 divided by 8. Simplify. Division first. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1. You get 3. This one. Substitute AB means A times B. 2 times 4. Plus. BC means B times. That's 4 times. C means 8. Minus. C times A. C is 8 and A equals 2. 8, 32, 16. So 32 minus 16 is 16. 16 and 8 addition, you get 24. Now we'll look at review exercise. Complete the table given below. Algebraic expression is given. Unknown term of the algebraic expression. Coefficient of the unknown term. Terms of the algebraic expression. And the final column is mathematical operations in the order they appear in the algebraic expression. So first one, what's the unknown letter? X. Coefficient is the number in front of the letter, that's 3. And these are called algebraic terms. And what is the operation? Plus and multiplication is 3 times x. Now we'll look at the next one. What's the letter here? Y. What's the coefficient of that term? 2. What are the algebraic terms? 2y and 4. And what's the operation? First multiplication and then addition. Next one, what's the algebraic letter? P. Coefficient 4 and terms 4p and minus 100. And the operation 4 times p, that means multiply and then subtract. This one, p is the letter. Coefficient, nothing means 1. Terms, Pn minus 10. And what are the operations used? 1 times P times and then minus. What's the letter here? N. Coefficient is plus 3. Terms 3n and minus 7. And operation. First multiply and then subtract. Question number 2. The length of a table is 2 meters more than its breadth. Write an algebraic expression for the length of the table by taking its breadth as b. So when you take this table, b is the breadth. Length is 2 meters more than its breadth. So what's the expression? b plus 2. Part 2. Write an algebraic expression for the breadth of the table, taking its length as a. So a is the length now. So breadth is 2 less than the length. A minus 2. Question number 3. A pencil, a pen and eraser are bought for A rupees, B rupees and 4 rupees respectively. Write an algebraic expression for the total amount of money needed to buy these 3 items. 3 items means a pencil, that's A rupees, a pen, B rupees and the eraser is 4 rupees. So A plus B plus 4. That's the total amount. So I'll put RS, that's rupees. Part 2. Write an algebraic expression for the amount of money needed to buy 2 such pencils. 1 pencil is A. 2 such pencils, 2A. And 3 such pens. 3 pens. 1 pen is B. So 3B. And 4 such erasers. 4 such erasers means 4 times 4. Now you can simplify. 2A plus 3B and 4 times 4, 16. So this is in rupees. Question number 4. A taxi service charges 100 rupees as an initial fee and 50 rupees for each kilometer traveled. Write an algebraic expression for the total amount that has to be paid for a journey of x meters. So the total amount is equal to initially 100 rupees. So you have to take 100. How many kilometers here? This should be kilometers. 1 kilometer, 50 rupees. X kilometers, 50x. So you need to add 50x there. So we have to take this one as kilometer. Question number 5. The price of 1 kilogram of rice is x rupees and the price of 1 kilo of wheat flour is y rupees. Write an algebraic expression for the total amount of money required to buy 1 kilo of each type. So 1 kilo of first one rice is x, that means x rupees, and 1 kilo for wheat flour is y. So the total is x plus y. Second one, write an algebraic expression for the amount of money required to buy 5 kilos of rice. 5 kilos of rice is 5x and 2 kilos of wheat flour, 2y. Third one, write an algebraic expression for the amount of money required to buy 500 grams of each type. 500 grams means half of that. 1 kilo, 1000 grams. 1 kilo means 1000 grams. So 50 grams means 500. 1000 not 100. This is 1000 grams, and 500 grams means you have to divide by 2, half of a kilo. So you need to find out for half of a value. So x is 1 kilo. What's the half of value? X over 2. 1 kilo for wheat flour is y. Half of that is, you have to divide by 2. Simplify the algebraic expressions given below. So like terms you can add a and a and a, 3a. 4x and 3x, 7x. P means 1p, 4p, 5p, 5p minus 2p, you get 3p. 8a minus 5a, 3a, 3a minus a, 2a. Here, like terms a and 2a, you get 3a. 2 and 3, 5. 6x minus 4x is 2x. 10 plus 7, 17. This one a terms. 3a and a, 4a. 4a minus 3a, you get a. 4b and plus 5. This one, x terms, 5x and minus 4x, 1x or x. Minus 3y minus 2y, you have to add it together, that's minus 5y. 4m minus 4m get cancelled out, you get 0. Minus 3n minus n, minus 4n and plus 8 is there. This one, 6x and minus 5x, x. 7y plus y, 8y, minus 8 and minus 2, you get minus 10. 2p plus p, 3p. 3q minus 2q, that means 1q or q. 4r and minus 3r, that's 1r. Example number 1. A bus depot uses X number of buses on route 1, Y number of buses on route 2, Z number of buses on the highway, and 12 buses for school services each day. Write an algebraic expression for the total number of buses scheduled to run in a day. So, total number of buses. Total number of buses. X number of buses, route 1. So, X. Y number of buses, route 2. That's plus Y. Z number of buses, highway, Z. And 12 buses for school services. That's 12. So, this is the total number of buses. Example number 2. Naveen gave 500 rupees to the shopkeeper to buy 2 kilos of rice, of which 1 kilo is X. 500 grams of sugar, of which 1 kilo is Y. And 250 grams of flour, of which 1 kilo is Z rupees. Write an algebraic expression for the balance Naveen received. Before we start, we need to have an idea about 1 kilo means 1000 grams. 500 means half of that, half of a kilo. What about 250 means? 250 means half of 500. Half of half means 1/4 of a kilo. When you divide 1 kilo into 4 parts, one part is 250 grams. So when you know that, it's easy to solve our problem. Naveen gave 500 rupees to the shopkeeper to buy 2 kilos of rice. 1 kilo of rice is X, so 2X is the price. So the amount, total amount we'll write first. 2 kilos of rice, that's 2x. Then 500 grams of sugar. 1 kilo is y. So half means half of y. Y over 2. And 250 grams of flour means each 1 kilo is z. That's z over 4. That's the amount Naveen has to pay. But he gave 500 rupees. We need to write an expression for balance. So the balance is he paid 500 rupees and we have to subtract this value, the amount for all these items from 500. So that's the balance that Naveen received. Exercise 5.1. There are 3 members in a family. The ages of the mother, the father and the son are given in X, Y, Z respectively. Using this information, construct algebraic expressions for the sum of their ages. Mother X, here ages of the mother X, father Y and son Z. So that's the total. Part 2, the sum of their ages after 5 years. So we have to add 5 for each one. 5 plus 5 plus 5, 15. So X plus Y plus Z, that's 15. Part 3, the difference between the ages of the father and the son. Father is Y and son is Z. So Y minus C. And the sum of the ages of the mother and the father when the son was born. So when the son was born means now Z years before. Z years before means we have to subtract C from X as well as Y. So X, mother's age now, C years before you have to subtract C. What's father's age then? Y and subtract Z. And when you simplify that, you get X plus Y minus C means 1 and 1 minus 2Z. Question number 2. The price of a newspaper was P rupees. If the price increased by 5 rupees, construct algebraic expressions for the new price of the newspaper. Earlier P, now increased by 5. P plus 5. Second part, the price of 2 newspapers after the increase in price. So what's the value after increase? P plus 5. And for 2 newspapers, you have to multiply by 2. So we'll simplify this. 2 times P, this is same as 2, P plus 5. You can expand and simplify. 2P plus 10. Part 3, the profit gained from a newspaper with the new price. So what's the selling price? The new price is this, 2P plus 10. And what's the cost? Cost price is Q rupees. So you have to subtract Q there. Part 4, the profit gained from 10 copies. If R rupees is spent for the distribution of each copy in addition to the printing cost. Now you have to find out the profit gain from 10 copies. Now we'll find out for 1 copy, this is the profit. And this one is the profit. You have to subtract Q from the new price, that's the profit for one newspaper. Now we have to consider 10 newspapers. 10 newspapers is this much, and then you have to subtract. R is the spent for the distribution of each copy. So to distribute 10 copies, that's 10 R. V liters of water is stored in a tank. P liters of water flows out and Q liters of water flows into the tank per hour. So we'll just mark it. So this is the tank. Think about this is the tank. V is there. P liters of water flows out. P liters flows out and Q liters of water flows into. So inside, that's Q. Per hour. Construct an algebraic expression for the volume of water in the tank after 3 hours. So this is for 1 hour. What's the amount of water? Amount of water is equal to, so here V is already there and you are adding Q amount of water per hour and removing P amount of water from the tank. So this is the amount of water in 1 hour. So what's the amount of water in 3 hours? So here V is a fixed value. So V is already there. So in 3 hours you are adding 3Q and removing 3P. This is for 1 hour and this is for 3 hours. So the answer is V plus 3Q minus 3P liters. Question number 4. There are 700 seats in an auditorium. X number of first class tickets, which are 1000. So we'll write down all together 700. X number of first class tickets, each 1000 rupees. Y number of second class tickets, which are 500 each. And Z number of third class tickets, which are 300 each, were issued for a drama. Construct algebraic expressions for the total number of tickets issued. First one, the total number of tickets. X tickets here, Y here, and Z number of tickets. That's X plus Y plus C. The number of seats which are not occupied, altogether 700 seats are there. When you subtract X plus Y plus C, you get the seats that are not occupied. Third one, the income from the issued tickets. X tickets first class, so you get 1000X from that. Y tickets second class with 500 rupees, 500 Y. And Z number of tickets third class, 300 Z. That's the income. And fourth part, the remaining amount when half the income generated from the issued tickets and 100,000 is paid to the producer of the drama. Okay, so here this is the income from the tickets. The remaining amount when half the income generated is, you have to divide this by 2. So half the income is what? Half of that. So 1000 divided by, I'll write down first, 1000x plus 500y plus 300z divided by 2, half of it. So what's that? 500x, 500 divided by 2, 250y and 150z. That's the half of the income. Half of the income generated from the issued tickets and 100,000 is paid to the producer of the drama. So the half the amount is this much. 100,000 rupees also he needs to pay to the producer. So what's the remaining amount? You can write remaining amount is, so when it comes to half given means half remaining. So this much of money is there and you have to subtract 100,000 rupees from that. Example number 1, simplify. So there's a constant term in front. So you have to multiply. So without arrows, we'll try 2 times a, 2a, 2 times b, 2b. 3 times 3x, 9x, 3 times y, 3y. 3 times 4, 12x, 3 times 7, minus 21. 8 times 8, 64y, 8 times 7, 56x, and 8 times q, 8q. Exercise 5.2, fill in the blanks. So, expand brackets. Multiply with the in front of number inside all the terms. 2 times x, 2x. 2 times 7, 14. 5 times 6, 30 given. 5 times a, 5a. 8 times 4, 32 given. 8 times minus y, minus 8y. This one, 6 times x, 6x. And the other one is minus 6y. 3 times x, 3x. This is done. And 3 times z, 3z. And 3 times minus 5, minus 15. Question number 2, simplify. 5 times a, 5a. 5 times 4, 20. 7 times x, 7x. 7 times 5, 35. 6 times 2, 12x. 6 times 4, 24. 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 7, 28. 5 times y, 5y, minus 5 times 2, 10. 3 times 3, 9, minus 3x. 2 times m, 2m. 2 times n, 2n. 2 times 2, 4p. 4 times x. 4 times y, 28. 2 times x, 2x. 2 times 2, 4y, minus 2q. Question number 3. The daily wages of a person is x rupees and overtime payment for an hour is y rupees. If he did 2 hours of overtime on each of the 5 days he worked, write an algebraic expression for his salary for the 5 days with overtime payments. Okay, read it carefully and try to get it. The daily wages of a person is x. Overtime payment for an hour is y. If he did 2 hours of overtime work on each of the 5 days he worked, every day 2 hours extra, write an algebraic expression for his salary for the 5 days with overtime payment. So what's the 5 day salary, normal salary is X daily. That means 5 days, 5X. Plus overtime payment, every day Y rupees for 1 hour. 2 hours daily, so 2Y. 5 days, 2Y times 5, that's 10Y. Part 2, due to the loan he has taken, 150 is deducted from his daily wages. Construct an algebraic expression for the amount he receives in hand for the 5 days and simplify it. So, what's the amount of loan for 5 days? Every day 150 rupees. So, 5 days 150 times 5. What's that? 5 times 0, 25, 750 rupees. So, when you deduct that amount, what's the amount receives in hand? Amount in hand. This is the total income, 5x plus 10y. And he needs to pay 750 for the loan. So, this is the amount in hand. A teacher bought 3 gift parcels for 3 students who came first in the third term test. Each parcel contained 5 books, 2 pens. Write an algebraic expression for the price of one such parcel by taking the price of a book is A rupees and the price of the pen is B rupees. So, what's the price of one parcel? One book is A rupees. So, 5 books are there, 5A. One pen is B rupees. 2 pens are there, 2B. Part 2, write the total price of all 3 gift parcels as an algebraic expression and simplify it. So, for 3 parcels, you have to multiply this by 3. Now, simplify, multiply by 3. 3 times 5, 15 and 3 times 2, 6. So, this is the amount for 3 parcels. Question number 5. On a packet of tea, the mass of the tea is mentioned as p grams and the mass of the packet as q grams. Obtain an algebraic expression for the mass of 20 such packets and simplify it. So, what's the total mass for one packet? Total mass is p grams for tea and q for the packet. That's the total mass for one packet. So, 20 packets are there. So, for 20 packets, you have to multiply this by 20. So, when you simplify, you get 20p plus 20q. Part 2. The above 20 packets are packed in a box which is of mass t grams. So, 20 such packets. So, this one full set in a box. Obtain an algebraic expression for 12 such boxes and simplify it. Okay, if you take one box, what's the mass of one box? This value, and there's extra t grams for the box. That's for one box. There are 12 such boxes. So, for 12 boxes, you have to multiply this by 12. Multiply by 2, 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 240p. Multiplied by 2, same thing. 240q plus 12t. Example number 2. Simplify. Now you get negative numbers in front. So negative 2 times a, negative 2a, negative 2 times plus 6, negative 12. Here minus 5 times 6, minus 30. Minus into minus plus, you get 5x. This one, nothing there, means this is just like 1. Minus times 2m minus 2m. Minus into minus plus 3n. This one, minus 4 times 2, minus 8x. Minus 4 times 3, minus 12y. Minus 4 times minus 2 plus 8. See. Exercise 5.3. Simplify. Minus 3 times x minus 3x minus 15. Minus 4x minus 2 times plus 1 minus 2. Minus 8 minus 2x. Minus 6a minus into minus plus 36. Here this is like 1. Minus x minus 5. This is also like 1 here. Minus 1 into x minus into minus plus. So plus 3. This one, minus 2 times 8 minus 16. Minus 2 times x minus 2x. Minus 2y. 6 times 3, 18, but this is minus. Minus 6 times minus 2 plus 12. And then minus 18a. Here 1 is there. Minus into a minus c. Minus into minus c plus c. Here you get 3x. Minus 3 times 6 minus 18. Minus into minus plus 3 times 2, 6. Minus 3 times plus 3b, you get minus 9b. First one done, minus 3x. And here minus 3 times 4, minus 12. Minus 3x is there. Minus into minus plus 12. Here minus 2y is there. Minus 2 times 2, minus 4. And this one, minus 2y is there. Minus into minus plus 4. Here nothing means just like 1. Minus m minus 2. Here minus m minus and minus becomes plus 2. Minus 4 times 2 minus 8x and minus 12. This one minus 8x and then plus 12y and minus 4. You have to multiply all the numbers with the outside number. Question number 3. Jaimini buys X number of coconuts at 35 rupees each and Y number of mangoes at 58 rupees each. She gives 1000 rupees to the vendor. Construct an algebraic expression for the balance she received and simplify it. What's the amount, total amount for? What's the total amount to buy everything? ₹35 for one coconut. So she buys X number of coconuts. So 35x. One mango is 58 rupees and buys Y number of mangoes. So 58y. So that's the total amount. So what's the balance? Balance is the difference between the given value. That's 1000 minus the total amount. So 35x plus 58y. So when you subtract here, simplify, it means open brackets 1000 minus 35x and minus 58y, because this is like just 1 there. Example number 1, simplify. Multiplying algebraic term with another algebraic term. 4 times 3, 12. M, N. Write in order. 8 times 5, 40. K, Y. 1 times 5, 5. X, Y. Here, 2 times minus 2, minus 4. Y into Y. How you write Y into Y? Y squared. 2 times minus 7, minus 40. X, Y, M is there. So we'll write M, X, Y. Minus 2 times 7, minus 14. Minus 14 times 2, minus 28. X is there. Y, Z, A. So if you want to write in order, you can write minus 28, A, X, Y, Z. Exercise 5.4, simplify. A times 2B. So 2AB. 2 times 3, 6AB. Here, minus 2 times 1, minus 2AB. Minus 3 times 2, minus 6AB. Minus 3 and minus 4, 12. X, Y. Minus 5 minus 2, 10. K into K, K squared. Minus into 4, 1 into 4, minus 4, P, R. 4 times minus 3, minus 12. Y into Y is Y squared. Here, minus 4 is there. X, A, B, C there. So we'll write down letters in order. A, B, C, X. Example number 1, simplify. So we'll multiply all the inside terms by the outside algebraic term. Y times 3x, 3xy. Y times 5, 5y. 2 times 3, 6xy. 2 times 5, 10, 10y. Here, minus y into 3x, minus 3xy. Minus y into 5, minus, not plus there, minus 5y. This one, minus 2 times 3, minus 6xy. Minus into plus, minus 10y. This one, 2 times 5, 10, y into y, y squared. Then minus 3 times 2, 6, x, y. Example number 2, the length of a playground is x meters and its breadth is y meters. Grass is grown on one side in a square-shaped section of side length y. Express the area of the remaining land by an algebraic expression and simplify. What's the total area? Total area is length into breadth. X is the length and y is the breadth, xy. Then the shaded part, that's a square. So shaded area. Y times y. That's y squared. So what's the remaining? area is total area minus the shaded part, xy minus y square. Exercise 5.5, simplify. 3 times 2, 6, 6xy. 3x into 1, that's 3x. 3 times 2, 6 xy. 3x minus 1 minus 3x. 3 times 4, 12 pq. 3q times minus 7 minus 21 q. Here minus sign is there. Minus 3 times 4 minus 12 pq and minus 24 q. Here 4 times 2, 8xp, or we'll write px first. Px. Here 10xy. 2 times 4, 8. 8 p squared. P into p, p squared. 5 times 2, 10 py. Here 2 is there, qx q. So q squared x minus 2q and z, 2qz. Minus 2qx minus 2qx. Minus into minus plus. 4 times 2, 8. 8 q into q, q squared, and z is there. Question number 2. Express the area of each rectangular figure given below by an algebraic expression and simplify it. So what's the area for the first part? Length into breadth, x into a plus 4. Simplify, that means open brackets, x into a, ax, x into 4, you can write 4x. Then the second area, you get 3x is the length. Longer one we call length, shorter one we call breadth. So 3x into x minus 1. Now multiply 3x into x, 3x squared. 3x into minus 1, that's minus 3x. Question number 2. Express the area of each rectangular figure given below by an algebraic expression and simplify it. Same question, third part. So what's the area? Length 2n minus 3 multiplied by 3n. So I'll write in front 3n times 2n minus 3. So when you simplify 3n times 2n, 6n squared. 3n and minus 3 minus 9n. Fourth one, that's third one. Fourth one, what's the area? All these are rectangles, length into breadth. 2a is the width times the length, 3a plus b. Multiply 6a squared, 2a and b, 2ab. And this one, example number 1. Add 6t plus 5 and 2t plus y plus 3 and simplify your answer. So just adding 6t plus 5 plus 2t plus y plus 3. Like terms you can add 6 and 2, 8. Then plus y is there, 5 plus 3, 8. Example number 2. First simplify. This is just multiply by 1. 2x minus y plus 8. Here multiply by 2. 6y and minus 20. Now like terms add. 2x, you can't do anything. Minus yn plus 6y, you get 5y. 8 minus 20, that's minus 12. This one, first one multiplied by 1. This one multiplied by 2b. 8ab, 2bn minus 2c minus 4bc, and 2b and 5 plus 10b. Now what are the like terms? 7a you can't simplify. Minus 4b and 10b plus 6b. 2bc and minus 4bc, that's minus 2bc. And you are getting 8ab separately. BC and AB, different terms. Exercise 5.6, simplify. First, open brackets. Here again multiply a into a squared, a into 4, 4a. Now add like terms. 3a and 4a, 7a. 15b and a squared is there. Here multiply by y. 10y minus y squared. 3y and minus 6. So 10y and 3y, 13y. And the other ones you can't simplify. Multiply by 2. Multiply by 3 here. Now add like terms. 16 and 15, 31a. Minus 10 and minus 10b here, minus 36. You have to write as it is. This one, 3y minus 9. And here just multiply by 1. 8 minus 6y plus x. Simplify. 3y and minus 6y minus 3y. Minus 9 plus 8 minus 1. And you get x term. This one, open brackets, a into a square, a into minus 2b minus 2ab. Multiply by b squared, 2ab minus bc. A squared is there. Minus 2ab plus 2ab get cancelled out. So you get b squared minus bc. Multiply by 5, 5x, 5y, 5z, and then plus is like 1, 4x and 3y. Now simplify. 5x and 4x, 9x. Minus 5y and plus 3y minus 2y. And 5z is there. Example number 1, simplify. First term, this is like multiplied by 1. Here, this is like multiplied by minus 1. Minus 1 times 2x minus 2x. Minus into minus plus. Simplify. 4x minus 2x, 2x, 3 and 3, you get 6. Here 3x plus 7y minus, multiply by minus 1, 2x minus minus plus 3y, minus minus plus z. 3x and minus 2x is x. 7 and plus 3, 10y. And z is there. Part 3. First one multiplied by 1. Second one multiplied by 2. Minus 8a minus 2b. So 10a minus 8a, 2a. And 8b and 2b minus 10b, and you get plus c. This one multiplied by a, 3a squared, a into a squared. A times 1a minus a into a squared, minus into minus plus 5a. So 3a squared minus a squared, 2a squared. And a and plus 5a, that's 6a. Exercise 5.7, simplify. Multiply by 4 first, 4x plus 8. And multiply by minus 2, minus 2x minus 4. Add like terms, 4x and minus 2x, 2x. 8 minus 4, that's plus 4. This one multiply by 4 first, 4x minus 24. Here multiply by minus 6, minus 12 and minus 6x. Like terms, simplify. 4x and minus 2x minus 2x. When you add these two, you get 36. This one multiply by 3. So 3x minus 6. Here this is like minus 1. Minus 1 times x minus 2. Now simplify 3x and minus x, 2x. Minus 6 and minus 2, minus 8. Multiply by 4, 4y and minus 20x. This one multiply by 2, minus 2. Minus 2y minus 6x and minus 2z. Now simplify. 4y and minus 2y, 2y, minus 20 and minus 6, minus 26x. And here minus 2z. 4x into x, 4x squared. 4x into 2, 8x. Here minus 3x squared. Minus into minus plus. So you get 9x. 4x squared minus 3x squared, you get 1x squared or x squared. 8x plus 9x, 17x. Multiply by minus 6a, minus 6a squared. Minus minus plus 18a. Minus 3a plus 3 minus 3b. What are the like terms? Minus 6a squared there, 18a and minus 3 plus 15a. And there's 3 and minus 3b term. You can't simplify those terms. Simplify here. Nothing means this is like 1. Minus 1. Minus y minus 1. Minus 3y and minus 6. Minus y and minus 3y minus 4y. Here you get minus 7. Minus 3y. Here minus minus plus 6. Minus 18 and plus 3y. Minus 3y and 3y get cancelled out. You get 6 minus 18, that's minus 12. This is like 1. Minus 2 plus a. Minus 3a minus 24. A and minus 3a minus 2a. Minus 2 and minus 24 minus 26. Minus x squared. Minus 3x there. This one minus 2x and plus 2x squared. Plus 2x squared minus x squared, x squared. minus 3x and minus 2x minus 5x. Here a into a squared, 6a minus a squared, a into a minus 2a. A squared minus a squared get cancelled out. 6a and 2a, that's 4a. This one multiplied by a, 2a squared minus a. Here minus 6a plus a squared. 2a squared, 3a squared. Minus a and minus 6a minus 7a. Example number 1. Find the value of the algebraic expression this when x equals 4, y equals 3 and z equals 2. Substitution. So we'll take the expression 2x minus y minus 2z. Substitute 2x means 2 times x. 2 times 4, y is 3. Z is 2 times 2. 4 times 2, 8. Minus 3. 2 times 2, 4. 8 minus 4, 4. 4 minus 3, 1. Find the value of algebraic expression minus p plus 2q minus 3r plus 7. P equals 5. So substitute 5 there. Q equals minus 2. R equals minus 3. Now simplify first. Bodmer's multiplication first. Minus 2 times minus 2 times 2, minus 4. Minus plus and 7 there. Minus 5 minus 4 minus 9. Minus 9 plus 9, 0. 0 plus 7, you get 7. Example number 3. Find the value of the algebraic expression. 6 times 2a minus b minus c. A equals 4. We'll substitute here 2 times 4. B is 5 minus C is 8. So what we do, we can either simplify inside and then multiply by 6. 2 times 4, 8. 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. So 6 times 3 minus 8. 18 minus 8, that's 10. You can do open brackets and then simplify, or first do inside brackets and then multiply by 6. Example number 4. Find the value of the algebraic expression 10 k minus l plus r, where k equals 4. So substitute 4 and l is 1 and r is minus 3. We'll do brackets first. 4 minus 1, 3, minus into plus minus 3. 10 times 3, 30. 30 minus 3, you get 27. Example number 5. Simplify the algebraic expression. 5x plus 3y minus 4x minus y plus 8, and find its value when x equals 2 and y equals minus 1. Simplify first. 5x minus 4x, x. 3y minus y plus 2y plus 8. Now substitute x equals 2 and y equals minus 1. X is 2 and y equals minus 1. 2 here, minus 2 plus 8. 2 minus 2, 0. 0 plus 8, you get 8. Example number 6. Simplify the algebraic expression 4a minus 2b plus 2b minus 3c. First simplify. Open brackets. 4a minus 8b. You get 2b minus 6c. Simplify. 4a minus 8b and plus 2b minus 6b minus 6c. Now substitute the values. A equals 3, b equals 1, c equals minus 1. You get 12 here, 6 minus minus plus 6. Minus 6 plus 6, 0. You get 12 there. Exercise 5.8. Find the value of each algebraic expression when x equals minus 3, y equals minus 1, z equals 0. So x plus y. Minus 3 minus 1. You get minus 4. Y is minus 1. 3 times z. Z is 0 plus 7. Here 0. You get 7 minus 1, 6. X is minus 3 minus 4 times y is minus 1. 4 times 0. Minus 3 is there. Minus into minus plus 4 and 0. 4 minus 3, you get 1. X is minus 3. Y is minus 1 and z is 0. So you get minus 4. So what are the values of x, y, z? Minus 3, minus 1, 0. Minus 3, minus 1, 0. Now first expand. Z times 2x, 2xz minus 3yz. Now substitute. 2 times minus 3 times 0. 3 times y. Y is minus 1 times 0. Here, without doing that, you know z is 0. 0 times any number is 0. So you get 0 there. You don't need to expand here as z. Z equals 0. 5y. Y equals minus 1. Z equals 0. And x is minus 3. Minus 5, 0 and minus 9. Minus 5 minus 9 minus 14. Question number 2. In the given rectangle, the length is L, breadth is B. Write an algebraic expression for its perimeter. Perimeter means adding all sides around the figure. So perimeter is L plus B plus B. When you add it like terms, 2L plus 2B. Find the perimeter of the rectangle if L equals 10 and B equals 7. So substitute. L equals 10, B equals 7. So 10 times 2, 20. 2 times 7, 14. So 20 plus 14, 34. Find the perimeter of the rectangle if B equals 5 and L is twice B. Now look at the previous question. B equals 5 now. So what's the perimeter? 2L plus 2B. 2L plus 2B. B equals 5. So substitute 5 there. And L is twice B. So what's the value of L? 2 times 5, 10. So 20 plus 10. That's 30 centimeters. Find the perimeter of the rectangle if B is 12 and L is 8. L is 8 more than B. So 2L plus 2B. is the perimeter. B equals 12. L is 8 centimeters more than B. So 12 is B, 8 more than that, that means 20. L is 20 now. So 2 times 20. So you get 40 plus 24. 64 centimeters. In the previous part also, this is about a perimeter, so we can put centimeters. Third question, you have given an algebraic expression. Find the value of the above algebraic expression when x equals 4 and y equals 3 and z equals minus 2. Substitute 4 here, y 3, z minus 2 and 7 here. So when you have negative values, put brackets. 8, 27, minus plus 8 plus 7. 8 and 8, 16. 16 plus 7, 23. So 23 minus 27, you get minus 4. Find the value of the above algebraic expression when x equals 10, y equals 15 and z equals minus 1. So substitute now. 2x minus 9y minus 4z plus 7. 2 times 10. 9 times 15. 4 times minus 1 and plus 7 there. 20 minus 9 times 5, 45, 4 remaining. 9 times 1, 9. 9 plus 4, 13. Minus minus plus. Now 20 plus 7, 27. 27 plus 4, 31. 31 minus 135. So 135 minus 31. You get 104. That's minus. Find the value of the above algebraic expression when this one is there. So what's the algebraic expression? 2x minus 9y minus 4z plus 7. We'll check it again. Plus 7. 4z plus 7. Substitute 2 times minus 4. This is minus 3 minus 4 times z minus 2 plus 7. Now simplify. 2 times minus 4 minus 8. Minus minus plus 27. Here plus 8 and 7 there. Minus 8 plus 8 get cancelled out. You get 27 plus 7, 34. Find the value of the above algebraic expression when x equals 2. Same expression. X equals 2. Y equals minus 3. Z equals 0 and here 7. 2 times 2, 4. Minus minus plus 27. 0 and plus 7. 11 plus 27. You get 38. Complete the table given below. Expression is there, value of the unknowns, value of the algebraic expression. So you have to substitute. We'll do separately. 3 times x is 4, y is 3 and 10. What's the value? 12, 6 and 10. 22 plus 6. 28. Next one, 2 times P. P is 1. 3 times Q. Q is 2. Minus 4 times R. Minus 3. 2 minus 6 minus minus plus 12. 12 plus 2, 14. 14 minus 6, 8. Next one, 4a. 4 times 2 minus b. Minus 4 there. Plus 5 into 1. 4 times 2, 8. Minus minus multiplication plus 4. Plus 5 there. 8 plus 4, 12. 12 plus 5, 17. These values. 3 x plus y. So minus 1 plus 3 plus 10 z multiplied by 2. You get, here we'll do the brackets first. Here minus 1 plus 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 times 3, 6. Plus 10 times 2, 20. So you get 20 plus 6, 26. 4, A is 5. 3 times B, 3 times 1, that's 3. Minus 10. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 times 4, 32. 32 minus 10, you get 22. 10, m plus n. So 3 minus 1 minus 8. K is 8. Next one. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 times 10, 20. 20 minus 8, 12. 100 minus 3. P is 4. 2 is minus 5. 100 minus 3. Here, minus 10 here. Minus 10 plus 4, minus 6. 100, 6 times 3, 18. That's plus 18. So, 118. And the last one, 2a is 4 plus 2b. 2 times minus 1 minus 2 plus 5a. A is 4 minus minus 1. We'll simplify inside. 4 minus 2, 2. 2 times 2, 4. This one, 4 plus 1. Minus minus plus 1. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 times 5, 25. So what's the value? You get 29. Question number 5. Expand each algebraic expression given below and find its value by substituting the given values for the unknowns. So, expand first. We'll first expand this. (10a) plus 20b. Here 3a and minus 15b. Now simplify first. 10a, 3a, 13a. 20 minus 15, that's 5. Now substitute. 13 times 7 plus 5 times 1. 7 times 3, 21. 7 times 1, 7 plus 2, 9. 91 plus 5, 96. Find the value of this one. First expand brackets. 4m plus 4 times 3, 12n plus m and 5n. Like terms add, you get 5m and 17n. Substitute now. M is 9, n is minus 2. 9 times 5, 45. Here you get minus 34. 45 minus 34, you get 11. Find the value of this when p equals 2 and q equals 3. First we'll expand. 7 times 2, 40. 7 times q, 7q. Minus 10p plus 3q minus 8. Simplify like terms. 14 and minus 10, 4. Minus 7 and plus 3, minus 4. Now, substitute the values. 4 times 2, 4 times 3 here, and minus 8. 4 times 2, 8, minus 12, minus 8. 8 get cancelled out, you get minus 12. Find the value of this one. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 7, 21b. Here 3b, 9c, and minus 10 is there. Like terms simplify, you get 6a, 21 and 3, 24. 9c minus 10. Now substitute. 6 times 1, 24 times 2, 9 times minus 3 and minus 10. 6, 48, 27 and 10. Add 48, 6, 54. 54 minus 27. 27. 27 minus 10, you get 17. The answer is 17. This one. Expand. 4x minus 20y minus 21 plus 3x plus 8l. Now substitute the values. 4 times 8, 20 times minus 1, because y is minus 1. Minus 21 is there, plus 3x, 3 times 8, plus 8l, l is minus 2. 4 times 8, 32. Minus minus becomes plus 20. Minus 21, 8 times 3, 24, minus 16. Now, you can subtract here. 20 minus 21, minus 1. 32 minus 1, 31. 31 plus 24, you get 55. 55 minus 16, 39. So the answer is 39. So we covered all theory in algebraic expressions. So what are the things we did? When multiply an algebraic expression by a number, each term of the algebraic expression needs to be multiplied by the number. That is, the coefficient of each algebraic term should be multiplied by the given number and simplify. So make sure that you multiply by the coefficient. When multiplying an algebraic term by an algebraic term, their coefficients are multiplied first and then the unknowns are multiplied. When multiplying an algebraic expression by an algebraic term, every algebraic term of the algebraic expression needs to be multiplied by the given algebraic term. By substituting values for the unknown terms of an algebraic expression, we obtain a numerical value for the algebraic expression. So when you are simplifying, either you can simplify brackets first and then multiply, or expand brackets and then substitute the values. So practice all these questions, examples and exercise, and thorough with algebraic expressions.